Okay.
Diddy says he is love, love, love.
They said the empire was built on gold, and now the headlines say the stories unfold. Flashing lights, courtroom rows, silence loud, and the pressure grows. From Harlem streets to the Forbes list, now he's sitting where the storm hits. Cameras on, but who's legit? Truth and lies in the same script. Diddy defense team got 8 on the move. Agnafilo, Jarago, Shapiro, Steele, Donaldson, Westmoreland, Estavo and Driscoll. The feds got him on 5 charges. They say he on that RICO. Media says he is guilty out the gate. 8 male jurors and 4 women hold his fate. No cameras allowed in the court. Content creators screaming more, more, more. Diamonds heavy, but the weight's not cash. Every step watched through the media flash. Friends turn foes and the past don't pass. When receipts get pulled and they come in stacks. Official transcripts will show the full story. Full statements, but the details may be gold. They wanna put me on trial, put my name on file. Want me to hang it up, but that ain't my style. Say I'm back on road, no hand on Bible. We got this game in a chokehold. Yeah, I'm so cold. My whole career they tried to test me and I aced it. When you want something done, you gotta go and get it. Hate to put you on blast, but it's not up for debate. When the odds stacked against me, victims' names not being used to keep from getting approached by the accused. Kanye showing up in white, saying Diddy fight, fight. What's legacy when it's on the line? Is the name you built still gonna shine? Or does silence scream like a warning sign while the world debates guilt or crime? Every empire's got a tale untold. Every mogul's got nights cold. But behind closed doors, who holds control? Truth is a mirror and it never folds. Spotlight shadows can't outrun fate. Every crown's heavy when it's tied to the state. From the charts to the court, it's a razor blade. Walking the edge that the headlines made. Did the feds charge Diddy for his crimes, or just some for some freak off good times? Baby oil galore, but the feds say there is much more. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This will be left to the 12 on the jury committee. Is this a RICO, or just a man being major sicko? Was he really the king or just a fling? Did Diddy do what they say? Will NYC jail be where he will stay? Did he bop in the hotels on the top floors? Different bows in different area codes. Some would call them the defense saying evidence is a blur. Some witnesses concur. Will the bad boy for life be serving life, or will he get the win and be in the next jet to Berlin? Spotlight shadows can't outrun fate. Every crown's heavy when it's tied to the state. From the charts to the court, it's a razor blade. Walking the edge that the headlines made. The devil is in the details. While the world debates guilt or crime, is it RICO or freak off?
Diddy says he is love, love, love.
They said the empire was built on gold, and now the headlines say the stories unfold. Flashing lights, courtroom rows, silence loud, and the pressure grows. From Harlem streets to the Forbes list, now he's sitting where the storm hits. Cameras on, but who's legit? Truth and lies in the same script. Diddy defense team got 8 on the move. Agnafilo, Jarago, Shapiro, Steele, Donaldson, Westmoreland, Estavo and Driscoll. The feds got him on 5 charges. They say he on that RICO. Media says he is guilty out the gate. 8 male jurors and 4 women hold his fate. No cameras allowed in the court. Content creators screaming more, more, more. Diamonds heavy, but
Hey guys, I'm back. Good morning, y'all. I gotta give y'all a shocker. I tried my hardest. I tried, y'all. Y'all can give me E for effort in trying to grow. And guess what? I gave up. I gave up. I couldn't do it no more, y'all. I could not do it no more. I could not do that hair stuff no more. I'm back. I could not do it, y'all. I tried my hardest to try to have hair, but I could not do it. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. I'm back. I'm back. I tried, y'all. I tried to let it grow. I couldn't do it, y'all. But it's not that short. Look, it got some length to it. I tried. I could. Now I'm just gonna start coloring it. Go back to coloring it. I tried, y'all. I tried. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I could not do it. This morning I went straight to the barber and like, cut it. My neighbor is a barber, right? Karen, you know exactly what I mean. I got it tapered in the back. I just couldn't do it. I tried to call him my regular barber, and he didn't answer his phone. So I said, "Let me go across the street. Let me go get to my barber, my neighbor." And my neighbor cut it for me. So I'm back. I'm back to Sylvia, the free me. And you know, Friday next time you're gonna see it's gonna go all the way down like my normal self. But I'm back, y'all. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. I tried. Okay, let's get going to our normal scheduled program. Enough of me. I just had to shock y'all for a minute. I tried the ponytail. I tried. When is Steele's interview? You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to text him and I'm going to find out when he will be in his office, and we will set a date, and it's going to be, recorded and upload and stuff like that. So thank you for reminding me. And Miss Westmoreland too. I gotta get her. I'll text her tomorrow too to find out when it's best time for them to do the interview. So they both told me yes. So thank you for that reminder. New too good. Even though you probably some. Hey, mods, check to see how long this person been on channel. Check that, because they probably just somebody weird. She probably somebody else. I don't know. I just don't trust y'all anymore up in here. Mods, see how long that person's been around. Anybody that's coming in, asking questions, trying to be weird, I check them out. Okay, you guys ready? Guys ready? Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, everybody. Did you check, Coco? Did y'all check? Jackie, did you check? One of y'all? Miss Ronnie be the one that be checking for me. Where's she at? And there's a cake queen. Good morning. I don't be trusting y'all folks up in here. I don't know. My trust level is like. Okay, you guys ready? Let me take myself off of here. 2 years? Okay, that person's cool then. Okay, 2 years is cool. Okay. You're real then. You're a real person. My bad for not trusting you, but my trust level is really low up in this joint. It's very low. Sorry if I I insulted you by checking you out, but I don't trust folks. I don't trust folks in here. All right, y'all ready? Let's go do this. I'm gonna take myself off. This is where I want to go back to this hair right here. You see this, my avatar? That's what I want to go back to. That's where I want to go back to. Bald head like that. That's where I want to go back to my bald head. This is a little bit too much hair too, but you know what? I'm gonna hang along with this. I'm gonna try to put some color in here and see if it works. I'm gonna put like the fake, like temporary colors and see what color I want to try to do. If it don't work, I'm going all the way off. So don't talk about me. Y'all call me bald head if y'all want to. I don't care. I'll be free. I'll be free. And just know, if I want to grow hair, I can grow hair, okay? It's not because I can't, and I have a full head of hair. I don't have no balding nowhere. If it's bald, that's because they probably cut it wrong. That's the only way I get a bald head. Thank you, SSS. See, I got full head of hair. Look, full head of hair. No, see, full head. I ain't got no bald spot. Okay? So all the haters that be talking about, oh, you bald head, you bald head. I'm bald head because I want to be bald head. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, I was on page 39, right? I was on page 39. Let me put my little thing up. I put that up. I was on page 39. We move out the way. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. Uh-oh, hold on, we can't do that. How do we make this bigger? Make it wider. Okay, can we make it wider? Is it getting wider for y'all? Okay, is that better? Is that better? Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. Shelly, I just couldn't do that hair stuff. I'm sorry. When I was younger, I promised myself I would never have hair because I had like really long, thick hair, and I used to get popped in the head all the time. I used to stay under the dryer longer than anybody else, and I promised myself when I got older I was not going to have hair. And I tried to appease some folks with that said saying, "Oh, you bald headed," but I'd rather be bald headed and happy. All right, let's go. We're gonna go ahead and continue with this transcript reading. It's we're at page 39, and this was from Friday. I really wanted to focus on the kids speaking, and also Attorney Westmoreland. I am going to. Do you guys want me to continue with the whole thing, or should I go ahead on with Westmoreland? Because she was the first person to speak. No, Driscoll spoke first. Let me know what you guys want. Tell me what y'all guys want. Let me get a poll. Not a poll. Tell me what you guys want. Put Westmoreland, or put Driscoll, or put continue. I want to know where you guys want me to start, because I'm not feeling reading the whole thing right now. I'm not feeling it. So, and this is more interactive type of thing here. Let me know what you guys want, because I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling appreciated. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want to read the whole thing, because folks starts to get on my nerve. And then thank you. We said Westmoreland. Okay, since she answered it first, Westmoreland is where we're gonna go at. All right, we're gonna go to Westmoreland, because the other stuff is kind of boring. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, great. Everybody wants Westmoreland. Okay, let's go. And that's Driscoll right here. We're gonna go to Westmoreland. And people said she was talking pretty slow, so I'm gonna read this kind of slow to try to do Westmoreland's. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna go up here. Let's see, who's this? You're welcome, Tank, sweetheart. Thank you. Let me go find Miss Westmoreland. Okay, here we go. This is Westmoreland page, starting on page 66. All right, let's go. The judge says, "Thank you. Who's next? Miss Westmoreland?" "Thank you, Your Honor." "Your Honor, I want to focus on two very important aspects of Mr. Cohn's life. One, I want to focus on the help and inspiration that Mr. Cohn has given throughout his life. And I would like to focus on the commitment that he made while at MDC. Your Honor, you're aware of some of Mr. Cohn's business endeavors, and the court is aware that Mr. Cohn was successful. But I want to speak with the court about how he used his success to help others. Mr. Cohn, in a very positive way, touched many more lives than the court has been able to hear about over this past year. And frankly, many more lives than I'll probably be able to cover in the next few minutes. When Mr. Combs started his own record label, Judge, there were not a lot of black owned record labels at the time. Mr. Combs started his own label as a young black back then was most like the jokeable. It was almost kind of jokeable. But he had the audacity to do it anyway. Mr. Cohn poured himself into that label. He was a writer, a producer, an artist, and a record label owner. And Mr. Cohn, wearing all those hats and pouring himself into that label the way he did, it sent a message. It sent a message that you can do it. You do not have to just be signed to a label. You can be the label. You do not have to choose between being an artist or producer. You could be both, and that could start, and you could start and make the label successful, no matter what race you are. Mr. Combs actually owning this label and being able to create a real distribution deal in the music industry. This changed the industry and it changed the culture. But more importantly, it changed countless of individuals' lives because what people recognized was that if Mr. Cohn could do it, then they could do it too. Mr. Combs would tell everyone who would listen that they could do it. He spent so many years of his career in the music industry helping and teaching others to be the best artists that they could be. Writers, producers, try all three. Do not be scared. And very importantly, you can be an owner. The way Mr. Combs inspired the community during that time was like nothing we had ever experienced. When Mr. Combs entered into the fashion industry, there definitely was not any black owned clothing lines. Mr. Combs started this line, showed the black community that you could be more than just an appearance in someone else's line. You could actually have your own clothing line and you could actually market it. You were smart enough to market that line and make it successful. Your Honor, when Mr. Combs, I think you heard a little bit about this. When Mr. Combs was awarded Menswear Designer of the Year, it wasn't just about an award. It was about breaking barriers. Mr. Combs was the first black male awarded the award in the awards 23-year industry. And once Mr. Combs received the award, what he spent his time doing was teaching others and helping others create their own clothing line. And it sent a message: you can do it. I want to say, Your Honor, I want to explain something about Mr. Combs' clothing line. It was not just the traditional urban streetwear. It was an upscale. It was purposely designed to overcome the preconceived notion that only certain races would wear what. Mr. Combs' clothing line was for all people. And the reason why that's important is because it brought unity. It inspired change. The fashion industry no longer just stuck to the trend of keeping, well, if you're from the neighborhood, you dress like this. But if you're from this neighborhood, you dress like that. And implementing this change affected the way that the business that business is treated to this day. But, Your Honor, what's very important is that after Mr. Combs figured out how to break barriers with his own line, he then helped others open up theirs. Young individuals within his own community that most people would not have given a shot. But he wanted to show others and help others by sending a message that they can do it too. When Mr. Combs entered into the spirits industry, you have heard about that. Judge, I want to explain to the court that this was so important because he created a model for black brand collaborations. And also the messages that he went from association or the appearance of inclusion to actual leadership. And this inspiration that Mr. Combs gave with this endeavor to this day is immeasurable. Our community finally had a seat at the table, a voice, a real voice. And after Mr. Combs figured out how to move within that industry, he then moved on to help others. Your Honor, when Mr. Combs started Revolt, it was one of the few black-owned multi-platinum platform network. It focused on black culture. It focused on social justice, and it gave black journalists the opportunity to have a voice on a multi-network. This was one of Mr. Combs' mission, to show his community that they are important and that the issues affect the black community affecting the black community, that they are important. Mr. Cone told the world social justice is important. Mr. Cone did not just sit around and enjoy his success because he could have. Your Honor, Your Honor, plenty of people do it. They go out, they start businesses, and they make a lot of money, and they enjoy their success. And it's not high on their priority list to help others around them or to help their community. Mr. Combs has spent a lot of times and effort and focused on helping his community. People who are struggling to find their way are constantly hit with barriers. Individuals that are trying to achieve their goals and follow their dreams. He has dedicated so much of his life to breaking the chains of systematic racism. Your Honor, in the media world, Mr. Cone inspires so many to follow their dreams in media. He sends a message that you can do it. And Mr. Combs, although he spent a lot of his effort building up his community, he often, all the time, says it doesn't matter your race or your nationality. We can all do it the same. He is just trying to help his community also achieve the same heights. When Mr. Cone opened up 3 charter schools, Your Honor, they were in poverty stricken neighborhoods where the public school system were inadequate. They were neighborhoods where these children were left behind. The charter school, they were high quality. They were college preparatory focus. And one of the main models of the school was excellence, black excellence. Mr. Cone's focus and dedicated himself with those schools to give inspiration to the youth because they are our future leaders. And Mr. Cone really felt like this was one way to implement true change. He went and he told these students, by investing in these students' future, that these kids, even though they live in a certain neighborhood, that you can be anything that your heart desires, and do not let anyone tell you any differently. Your Honor, Mr. Cone has touched the lives of so many through these businesses endeavors and other endeavors. He has employed thousands and thousands of people. He has employed individuals of all races, nationalities, gender. He has given opportunity to inner city individuals who never had real corporate opportunities. Your Honor, Mr. Combs' companies, they were very diverse. Your Honor, it goes so much deeper for Mr. Combs because he has really inspired the community. Mr. Combs has inspired generations and generations to follow. For example, Judge, vote or die. Your Honor, vote or die was focused on convincing young individuals and minorities to vote. And often the minority individuals and the youth were just they weren't considering the importance vote that many of politicians were going after. But Mr. Combs said no. He went around to educate minorities and the youth about how important voting actually was, and that they had a voice and they needed to be heard. And this is how you help implement change. Vote or die. Change the way voting campaigns happen to this day. Your Honor, Mr. Combs personally inspired me about 8 years ago. During the month of September, I was already a lawyer. I was trying to figure out and find my way. And one of my main goals in doing something about mass incarceration of the black community. And so I went to this event in Washington, D.C., and Mr. Cohn was there. He was a guest speaker. I did not know he was going to be there before I arrived, but he was. And it is several individuals there. Mr. Combs, and he is speaking and he is giving us advice. And I'm never going to forget. He said, "Listen, everyone." Sorry, he said. "Don't be afraid to dream. Just remember to wake up and to put action behind your dreams." And then he said, "If you do not remember anything that I'm saying today, remember as you accomplish your dreams, don't forget to help others." And that changed my life. Mr. Combs is not larger than life. He is just a human being. He is just a man. And he has made some mistakes. He has flaws, like we all do. But, Judge, how many of us can say that we have helped so many lives, countless lives, past our family or past our friends or the people just in our close circle? How many of us has spent decades helping other individuals' lives? This is an important aspect of Mr. Combs' life, and it wouldn't be right to take that from him because he has made mistakes, and it wouldn't be right for the court not to consider the years of his life that would have been given and that he has inspired and the countless individuals that he has helped. Now, Mr. Cohn will be the first to tell you that somewhere along his way that he lost his journey. He lost his way. But, Your Honor, I will tell you that Mr. Combs has been sitting in a jail cell for 13 months. He is clear-minded. He is drug-free. He is determined. He is focused. He is remorseful. I can look the court in the eyes and tell you that he's remorseful because I spend almost every single day speaking to Mr. Combs. Your Honor, he gets it. Simply put, Your Honor, I want to move to the work that Mr. Combs has been doing at MDC. While at MDC, after getting himself together, Mr. Combs came to recognize that many of the individuals around him were actually talented, and many of them were smart and had potential. A lot of them had just given up on life. Although Mr. Combs was initially and primarily focused on himself, primarily on himself, his personality, he can't help it. He starts wanting to help others. So Mr. Cohn starts speaking to individuals that he is housed with and asking them their dreams, asking them their backgrounds. He noticed, number one, that most of them just lack education. And he couldn't help but notice that MDC, there weren't any educational tools or program that the individuals housed with him, could take. But so many around him seemed hungry for knowledge. Daily people there would come up to Mr. Cohn and ask him, "How did you become successful?" And that's really how Free Game with Diddy was born. Now, coming up with Free Game for Diddy was not easy because of the individuals incarcerated with him were very divided. Divided by race, by gangs, by association. Okay, Shelly, I'm gonna block you because you're coming in here with the nonsense. Okay, this is not the time for the nonsense. I'm giving you one chance. Okay, please stop the nonsense, whoever you are. I don't have time for mess. Don't disrupt me, because you know I look at my comments. You're right, bye. You're right, bye. Go play in traffic. Stop being a child. All right, sorry, y'all. It's just these people, man. They just come in here with the nonsense. How can adults act like this? Adults, just shut up and just listen. If you don't want to listen, just leave. All this nonsense. Come on now. All right, back to now. Coming up with Free Games with Diddy, it was not easy. It was not easy because of the individuals incarcerated with him were very divided. Divided by race, by gangs, by association. And so Mr. Cohn went to his unit and he said to them, "I tell you what, I'll do this class and I'll teach you all everything. I'll teach you all about what I know. But we have to make an agreement. We have to make a deal. If I teach you and we do a class, everyone has to be in the class together. I won't teach one group and not teach the other group. Everyone has to be in a class together. And you have to agree that you will be peaceful." And the unit agreed. So he started teaching the 6-week course on business skills. Your Honor, this is change. This is inspiration. This has not happened at MDC ever. You know, Your Honor, I want to tell you one of the very special aspect of it to me is that, yes, he is teaching business skill, but what he's also doing is telling individuals, incarcerated inmates, that they are worth teaching. Your Honor, you're in receipt of MDC's evaluation. You had one before. We submitted another one to you today. And you know that evaluation, that staff, the staff of MDC, they sat through the class because they were really wanting to see, was this real? Are individuals learning what is this about? And they sat through the class. They have been monitoring the class. And, Your Honor, they saw the work performance. They said it's excellent. Excellent that so many people they are learning new skills. And I believe one of the markers on the evaluation is how dedicated has Mr. Cohn been to teaching in the class. And they gave him the highest mark that's possible because he spent countless hours on that curriculum. And he takes the class very seriously. And he's teaching it. Your Honor, you have read the letters from several individuals that took the class, but I just want to briefly mention two that stuck out to me and that I want to tell the court about. One is that the individual said, I have someone else writing this for me because I can't read, I can't write. But he wanted to let the court know how much the class meant to him, how much it means to him that Mr. Cohn basically thought he was worthy of teaching. Your Honor, you received another letter from someone's mother, and they told the court, it's like I'm looking at my kid again. I have not seen him this hopeful in years. Your Honor, in closing, I am going to say this to the court. Mr. Cohn can reach so many more on the outside than he can on the inside. It is of benefit to anyone to warehouse. It is no benefit to anyone to warehouse him in a prison. Unless you have any question, Your Honor, that's all for me. And the judge says, thank you. Ms. Westmoreland says, thank you. And the judge says to Mr. Steele, can you give me a general estimate of what's coming up next? At some point, we will need to take a break for lunch. So I'm just trying to figure out when the best time for that would be. We also need to fix the live notes if we can. And Mr. Steele said, Your Honor, we're going to ask the court to permit Mr. Cohn's children to speak to the honorable court if it will not be too long, though. It will not be too long, though. Then I was going to ask this honorable court if we could play sentencing exhibit number 84, which is a video, which is approximately 11 minutes or 10. And then I'm going to address this honorable court on 3553 factors as well. And then the judge says, would it make sense for us to do those two things and then for us to take a break? And then Mr. Steele, you could speak after lunch. And then Mr. Steele said, of course. And then the judge says, please proceed. And then Mr. Steele says, Your Honor, with the court's permission, can Mr. Cohn, one at a time or collectively, whatever the marshal says, the court says, come up to this podium. And the court said, of course, please come forward. And now Quincy says, good afternoon, Your Honor. And the judge says, good afternoon. Quincy says, first off, I want to say thank you for reading my letter. And the judge says, thank you for sending it. And Quincy says, my name is Quincy Brown. I am the eldest son. No matter what, Sean Combs is my father. This is our father. We are going to love him unconditionally through his struggles. But in front of you, in front of us, is a changed man. Our father has learned a major lesson. Weeks after weeks, we have seen him evolve. It's something we haven't seen in 15 years. He is completely transformed. Our father will never, ever do anything to jeopardize his freedom. As his children, we want to thank you. We only wish to heal together. All right, now we have Mr. Justin Combs. Good afternoon, Your Honor. The judge says, good afternoon. My name is Justin Combs. I am the firstborn son of Sean Combs. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. Your Honor, I ask you to give my father a second chance at life, a second chance to right his wrongs, a second chance to do the man to be the man that he truly is. This has been the toughest time I've ever been through in my life. My father is my superhero. Seeing him broken down and stripped of everything is something I will never forget. My father always told me to believe in God and never question him. And God makes no mistake. Going through this tough time, this time probably saved my father's life. As crazy as it sounds, he is drug free, he is clear, and he found his purpose. I talk to my father every day and every other hour, and I can truly, sincerely say he is changed for the better. Your Honor, I believe my dad still has so much more to give the world. Even more importantly, so much more to give his children. I humbly ask you to see my father the way I do, the way his family does, the way he truly is. Thank you. And then the judge says, thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Christian Combs. I'm my father's third son. I am the one that people say most likely resembles my pops. Not just from the obvious how I look, but from my mannerism and how I interact with people. And I'm this way because my whole life, my entire life, I study my dad up and down. And to me, my dad is the greatest man in the world. He is my hero, always has been my hero, and still is my superhero. And my whole life, he has always taught me to teach women with respect. I've seen him treat my mom with respect and treat her like a queen, and that has made me want to treat my woman like a queen and inspired me to treat women with respect. Throughout my life, all I've seen him do is help people, put people in a better position, and take care of people's family, and just spread positive energy and be a good person. And I know that because I've studied him and I know my dad. Over the past year, I have traveled across the country every week just to see him for 2 hours. And these conversations is where I realize that he has changed. I can tell by his conversations and by the way he carries himself. He is more patient, more relaxed, more trusting, more understanding, and he is just a better man. And I just know by the way he carries himself, and just by the conversation that he has changed. Your Honor, I'm asking you not only as his son, but as of somebody who has watched him closely throughout every season of his life. And I'm telling you that I see in his eyes, as his twin who has been watching him his whole life, that he has changed. I'm asking you, please, with the utmost respect, please give my family grace. Please let my father out to take care and lead this family. Please give him mercy and get out and become that man, the man that we all know he is. Thank you so much. And the judge says, thank you. And Jesse comes up. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Jesse Combs, and I am 18 years old. I am speaking with my sister, Delilah and Janice. I want to start by saying throughout the trial, everyone has had their own views of our dad. We know he isn't perfect, and he has made many mistakes. And we're not here to excuse any of those mistakes. But, Your Honor, he is still our dad. And we still need him present in our lives. When my mother died, I was just a little girl trying to understand along the way too big for words. I remember Dad sitting us down that day, holding us close, even though our own hearts were breaking, and promising that he would always be there to keep us safe, that he would always walk beside us through life. It was the thing that helped me to survive the hardest nights, the birthdays, and the very important milestones that we had to experience without her. The moment when I just wanted my mom. Chance gets up there. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Chance Combs. I am Sean Combs' oldest daughter. Your Honor, with our dad incarcerated, we have all felt a huge emptiness in our lives. People often tells my sisters and I how strong and how resilient we have been. And maybe we have had to be. But, Your Honor, we are still just daughters who needs our father. Over the past year, I have seen my dad change in ways that feels real and lasting. When we talk, he speaks with clear mind and a sense of purpose that I didn't always hear before. He is more patient, more thoughtful, more open about his mistakes instead of making excuses. He talks about how he wants to do better for himself and for us. He shares the way he is working and becoming a better man and more present father. I could feel the difference in the way that he listens in response. I could see this most in the way he parents our 2-year-old sister Love. This past year, I have watched him parent our 2-year-old sister behind bars through calls and brief visit here and there. Watching him nurture her, even from a distance, has been unexpectedly healing. I get to see a glimpse of the father he was to us as babies, but also breaks my heart because my baby sister deserves so much more than this. She deserves a father who tucks her in at night, who is there when she wakes up scared, who teaches her to ride a bike, who exists in her daily life, not just a voice on a phone or a visit behind bars. Delilah comes up. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I am Delilah Combs. We are scared. We are scared of the thought of not having our dad nor mom present in our lives. We are scared that our 2-year-old little sister that runs to us every night asking where her daddy is, and how much she misses him. We cannot watch our baby sister grow up fatherless the same way we had to grow up motherless. There are the years we will never get back. These are the memories she will never have. I know how much sorry, I know how much those missing years hurt because I lived that with my mother. I know how they leave a hole that never quite healed. It's a struggle that many cannot imagine. We are tired of being strong. We have already lost so much. We lost our mother. We lost time with our father. And every day he remains incarcerated, we lose more and more. Please, Your Honor, please give our family the chance to heal together, to rebuild, to change, to move forward, and not as a headline, but as human beings who are trying to do better. Thank you for your time and for your consideration that we share today. It means more than we can ever express. Thank you. And the judge says, thank you. Thank you all for all those words. I know how hard it was to stand up here and tell me those things, but it's very important for me to hear. I really appreciate all coming up and speaking. So thank you. And Mr. Steele says, Your Honor, with the court's permission, we can like to display the sentencing exhibit, Mr. Cone 84. Please proceed, and then they play the video. All right, and just said, all right, Mr. Steele, we're going to take our break now. Who's going to speak after lunch break? And Mr. Steele says, we would like the court to Reverend Dr. Gary Johnson, Your Honor. All right, and Mr. Steele says, as well as a gentleman from Reentry Program, if the court permitting. You said you would consider that, and the judge said, are there any other attorneys who are speaking? And Steele says, I apologize. Yes. After I speak with the court's permission, Mr. Donaldson, Mr. Agnafilio will be speaking, and then with the court's permission. And the judge said, very good and understood. Ms. Slavic, anything else before we talk about our break? And Ms. Slavic says, no, Your Honor. And the judge said, all right, let's take a break, and we'll be back at 2 p.m. All right. So they're taking a break now. And what else y'all want to hear? I heard the kids and you heard Westmoreland. Anything else y'all want to hear? Because I'm not going to stop reading. Anything else y'all want to hear, y'all? We already know what the sentencing is already. We heard that. Anything else? I'll probably do a reading and do an upload for the whole thing, but just give me some time and I'll just do it on my own and do an upload. If those who wants to hear the whole reading later on, I can do that. I'll take my time and do that. Like at night while I'm sitting around doing nothing, I can do that for y'all. And I'll put it into my membership for those members who wants to hear it. Okay? Anything else? It's almost an hour of me being here. Anybody got a question? All right. I'm about to take my butt off this live. And you guys have a great and wonderful day. If there's nothing else, all minds are clear. All minds are clear. Oh, you don't need to hear anything else right now. I covered the important part. Okay. I try to do the girls feeling reading a little bit more with some emotion because I heard they were crying and I wanted to do the crying voice type of thing. So I am not an actress, but I try, y'all. I try. I try. I try to do the reenactment some type of way. But I thank you guys for being here. Thank you for indulging my entertainment for that moment. It is a sad situation. It is something for us to think about. And he's just not a celebrity. He's a human being who makes mistakes, like we all make mistakes. Some of his mistake is more profound because he's a celebrity and everybody's all up in his business, right? And then with that videotape and all this extra stuff, everybody has their opinion and it's based on their own personal experience. Some people, it's not even on their experiences because the hatred that they have for this man. I don't hate Diddy. In fact, I admire him. I pray that when he gets out, he'll have the opportunity for the classes to be out here for us. And then I will be in that class. I'm telling you, y'all, I want that class. I want his class. I want his class. I want his class. I'm just praying that his family members, those that are watching, people, his friends, and people that know him will send him a message saying, Sylvia wants to be part of your class, Diddy. Okay? Sylvia wants to be part of that class. She desires to be part of that class. Y'all hear me? I want to be part of that class. I want to be in that class. I want to be in that class. And who wants to be in that class with me? Who wants to be in the class? I know, Coco, you want to be in that class with me, right? Don't you want to be in that class with me? Who wants to be in the class with me? Put your hands up. Give me a 1 if you want to be in that class. I want to learn some of that stuff. Just do it. Because, a lot of us are procrastinators because we fear success, And some people just are really driven and wants that success. And me, I've always been the person behind the scene. Thank you, Rosie. Rosie want to be part of that class. Thank you for the 1, Rosie. Rosie said she wants to be in that class. Patricia wants to be in that class. Excuse me. Coco wants to be part of the class. Y'all, I'm striving for excellence, and that's why I have to go ahead on and start learning certain things and being a content creator and trying to find different ways of doing things with you guys. I'm learning. I'm old, but I'm learning, y'all, and I have a willingness to learn and to be a better person. And that's what my striving is, to be a better person. So, see, I even with my hair, because I was like, I can't keep looking tall up and flowing floor, so I gotta look like somebody. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna color it. What color should I do my hair, y'all? What color should I do my hair? What color should I do my hair? I want y'all input. What color should I do my hair? Anybody what color should I do my hair? Y'all, it's time for me to go. Purple? Yes, Patricia. I think so too, Patricia. I think I'm gonna do purple. Yeah, I'm still have that little stuff on my chest. But y'all, we're going to my other channel because I have some stuff that I want to get off my chest because I haven't finished yesterday's. I want to get some stuff off the chest because it seems as if folks you are blonde? Blonde? You want ginger blonde? Ginger blonde for real? For real, ginger blonde. How about ginger blonde? That sounds like a fantastic, interesting color. Ginger blonde. I don't know. Shanika might have something there, y'all. Patricia, I don't know. Shanika might have something there. Shanika might have. Oh, okay, hold on. Ruth is calling me. Hey, Ruth. Good morning. Could I call you right back? I'm getting ready to get off my live. I'll call you right back. Okay. That's Ruth calling me, y'all. But that ginger blonde sounds like a real good color, y'all. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's get off of this live and go to my second channel and we could talk regular stuff. Let's keep this professional. All right, guys. I'll see you guys on the other side. I promise I'm going to get on right away. I'm not going to sit around and do other things and forget about y'all. Okay? I'll see you guys in a minute. Love you guys. Thank you for your time. And I will see you guys in a flash. God bless. And let God do the rest. All right? Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so